everyone. I am currently on my way to the stables for what I am calling my mid-year resolution. I made a number of resolutions at the beginning of this year, and I have done so well at sticking to them. I'm so impressed with how I've made big lifestyle changes and small lifestyle changes. This is like a big pat on the back for me, okay? And I've done, you know, even just the small things like not having my phone in bed at night during the week has been one of those things that has really helped me, and I am so impressed with myself for sticking to it. I'm having the biggest humble brag here, but I don't care. And so I was thinking about this during the week, and when I was at Ascot, I know I didn't really vlog much, but I was stood by the race course, and it was right where it was the finish line, and so I was watching all of the horses come to a stop after they'd run their races, and genuinely it was like someone was pouring hot wax over my body watching them. They are just the most majestic and calming and incredible animals, and it actually made me sad that I haven't been riding as much as I hoped. And I think the reality is first and foremost, I'm not as good as I thought I was. And it's really hard to really have all of the passion and none of the skill. And I've realised that I could just be one of those people that I get to like 80 years old and I think, God, I wish I'd done more riding. Or now at 36 years old, I can try and get better so that when I am able to ride, I can do so comfortably, confidently and enjoyably. And so I'm making a change. I am hoping to get riding once a week. I'm going to be realistic with myself that it might take a little bit of time for that to actually bed in. Just very much like my habits that I've changed this year, but I'm super excited. I'm looking to have a little bit more like technical lessons as well, just to get things so that I'm riding effectively, because I love it so much. I honestly do. It sets my heart like ablaze, much like dog walks, and so I'm trying to do it more. So I'm on my way to see Claudia, and we're gonna go on a little bit of a hack. Now, I don't know how much I'm gonna show you because my focus is not capturing content. My focus is actually just enjoying it and learning and being like a little bit more conscious of what I'm doing. So I may not capture anything, to be honest, but we'll see how it goes. But this is my mid-year resolution to myself to make my life a little bit better, which in all honesty I don't think it's possible to make my life better, but you know what I feel like about the sprinkles on top of the cake, and this is definitely, if I could get into the habit of doing this, it would definitely be one of those things that really does make like just the fulfillment of life so much better. And Ali obviously has golf as his like main hobby, and I really want to get into the habit of doing this more and making the time for it. So that is what I'm doing. So I don't know whether you're coming riding with me, but let's go. Just go a little bit faster. How about 1 mile an hour faster? Yeah? 1 mile an hour faster than this. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Say if you want somebody at his head. Come on.
I'm here anyway.
Okay. He's so lovely.
Oh, very lucky. We've been
Yeah.
but I've had him since he was 4, so
Wow.
I don't think we've had 10 minutes of walk yet.
Oh my gosh, how has she managed to get him to go?
If you want contact, keep your hands stiller.
Go on,
I don't really know what I'm doing with the contact, guys, but
But
I'm
they
leave
leave the contact, but you need still hands. Don't start sawing.
I needed this kind of feedback.
You didn't try. It's like, I want to ride this horse for 2 months.
Yeah.
Stop looking at yourself in the mirror. I think I'm getting good with the sweeps. You just got to think to ride like me. But then
Ready for the
doing
square
loads
hole?
of canter work. Yep.
Well, I am back in Yardley Hastings after the best ride of my life. Sorry, Ali. No, honestly, that was like the best ride that I have ever had with Romeo. My confidence is just so much, like, it's just improved so much. I feel so much more in control. So much so, sorry, I'm in my car and I've got the driest hands after all of the horse love. So much petting. Yeah, and I felt so confident that then a really, really lovely lady allowed me to ride her horse Piglet as well. Just a few laps around the school, and he's a really special horse because she has, I believe, osteoporosis, and so she can't kick. So you just let him know that you wanted to go by just gently squeezing his tummy. I wasn't very good at it, but it was very nice to just jump on another horse, and a horse that's bigger than Romeo as well. But yeah, I've realised that one of the key things for me to be able to stick at doing things is ensuring first and foremost that I book things in like there and then. Otherwise, if I play it by ear, I just never end up coming back again. So that's been integral to me being able to work out and things like that. So I've already booked in. It is for 2 weeks, so I'm hoping that there'll be an evening or something where I can go and ride. But if not, it's just going to be one of those things that I just focus much more of my energy on making the time for it, because I realised I got a bit discouraged. I think, you know, it is a difficult thing. Not difficult in anything other than the airy fairy fluffy side of difficult things, but we're so used to seeing people be really good at things and be like professionals and know everything, and it's not easy to show up online as someone that maybe doesn't know and maybe is learning and trying to get better at something. We're so used to seeing people or having people share their journeys with things and already be very good. So it is difficult with the fact that because I vlog my life and because I love doing this so much, I do share it. And the horsey world is quite a critical world. I think that that's something that I've realised, is that they're very hard on each other, and they're very quick to like point out if you're not doing something right, and each to their own. I'm sure it's really good, and it makes for you know, better riders and that kind of thing. But it is a world that is like, it's difficult to be new to it. But it was really lovely actually. One of the ladies that loans Cloud was saying to me when we were talking about it, how basically we almost had the same story, in that she sort of stopped riding and then in her 30s really realised that she wanted to get back into it, and that's how she started loaning Cloud. So she got to the point where she felt comfortable to do that and undertook Cloud on loan. And it kind of gave me hope that the fact that I obviously gave up when I was younger and really didn't like give myself the opportunity to learn, who knows, have my own horse eventually. But anyway, it's going to be my priority. And yeah, so anyway, now I'm back in Yardley Hastings because I'm coming to pick up my artwork, and I'm waiting for a break in the rain because obviously I don't want to carry my artwork in the rain. I think we've got the break, so I'm going to head in there and pick it up now. Well, I'm back home and I picked up the goods. My dad is currently on his way over because we're going to take the dogs for a walk together and head to the pub, I think, because these boys could definitely do with a walk. I've just had some lunch and I'm going to have a little ball, but I will unpackage the artwork that I purchased, but literally I'm on cloud nine. I'm still in my riding boots and my ankles are killing me, so I absolutely do need to get these off, but I think I'll probably just stay in this to go to the pub because I can't bother to change and I'm filthy. My best ride yet. I mean, looking back at the videos, I'm like, you're so bad, Lydia. But I'm never gonna get good if I don't push through the bad. And I felt like my confidence grew. Riding Piglet was just so much fun and just another dimension of learning. And so I am over the moon. I then obviously picked up my artwork and I was actually a little bit early that they let me take it. Otherwise I would have to come back. So excited where these are going to go because the colour palettes are so perfect for our home. So, I mean, I think this would look lovely in here as well. This one is called Behind the Scenes, and these slightly ivory coloured roses with that William Morris-esque wallpaper behind was just, I couldn't resist. Love it so, so much. It actually looks really nice in the kitchen. And then the second one that I got, which I just loved small artwork. Small artwork I think is my favourite because I feel like it's hard to demand attention when you're small, and yet this one completely captured. Oh, Lily of the Valley, so pretty. And do you know what? These would look really nice, staggered together. Very, very happy with those. Very happy. Oh my god! So anyway, my dad's on his way over. So I'm gonna get myself prepped. I am just waiting for my dad to arrive, and he has challenged me to a backgammon championship. My dad is very, very passionate about backgammon, and I think he taught Ali how to play, and he's currently teaching me. Apparently he was reigning champion at boarding school, and this is what they really did to sort of spice things up at boarding school. So I'm looking forward to, hopefully, I think I've got the confidence that I might actually win, but it's going to be very interesting to see how this turns out. Okay, my go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Ooh. 2 and a 6. Yeah.
Right.
So I'm going to go.
You can move 2.
I can go there, can't I?
Yeah.
And then.
You can move one of those onto that with. No, sorry, that's that was the 2. So your 6 could take it to there safely. You can't move that 6 because I'm here on a 6.
Okay, there we go. There you go, Portal.
There we go. Damn it.
He's like, no, that's not what I was going for. I wanted to sit on you. So what's this one for?
That's the gambling one.
Oh, okay.
Which I have to say, I mean, it's straightforward enough. I mean, when I was playing this maniacally at boarding school, really, like, you know, there weren't enough hours in the day, for the games that we wanted to play. We never bothered with the gambling because nobody had any bloody money. Oh, okay, no, we're looking quite good actually, because I can do a 4 to there and assume that was there, and a 5 to there.
Yeah. 2 and a 3. We're going this way.
Going that way.
And then.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4,
lovely.
5, 6. So
Hold on. Oh no, yes, you did the 4 first.
Yes.
Didn't you?
So I'll
Hold on. Just let me think on that. You were going to put that here.
Yes.
Then you'd have 2. If you got an opportunity to knock me off, you'd think twice if you had 2 exposed singles. Yeah.
Okay.
Just think. Let me just
So
pop that back where it was.
So go for the 6.
Hold on.
No, I can't go for the 6 first because you're there.
Okay, but you could
can
go for a 4, cover that one.
4
And a 6.
And a 6.
For that one.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a more tactical move, isn't it?
And you know, once you start ripping through games, that's 6 and a 5 or double 6.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's some progress.
Okay, now as long as I move them in the right direction, this is going to be really strong for me. This is a really nice set, actually.
Grandma got it for us.
Yeah, it's nice.
I think I'm going to whoop your butt.
You're going to have to get lucky, but you might well do. Remember, you've still got a situation there.
2 and a 2, so you got 4.
You've
got 8.
Double 2s, right, that's not bad.
Well, my dad has just left and I did win. However, my dad is very forgetful and he often forgot which way he was going on the board, so I think I had a bit of a technical advantage. Ali is almost home, so I've just gone and done a quick whip around of the house to try and make it feel lovely for him. The thing with Ali is he's got very high standards when it comes to tidiness, and aside from me tidying the house from top to bottom, which I would never be able to do on my own. I remember when we used to try to do that in the early days. Gosh, that was fun, wasn't it? So I've given it a zhuzh and I've tidied up the living room. I've lit the candles. I've lit the fire because it has actually been a cold day today. Zhuzhed all the cushions, and now, honestly, I don't know if anyone else saw this, but Kelly Hoppen did a video about like the things that she hates in interior design, and I'm never the type of person to like do a response video to those kinds of things, but it was basically something about like chopping cushions or something, like how you shouldn't chop cushions. I really just wanted to do a passive aggressive like and just walk away because I love my chopped cushions. I just think that they make a room look a little bit more like a little bit less lived in, and my house has a very lived in feel, and so at least the cushions doesn't look like we've slept on them for a week. Fire is lit. I'm hiding all of the sausage dog toys down the back of the puff, but it is all looking as nice as can be. I mean, our house is incredibly dusty at the moment, despite the downstairs being where the main event is going on. It is dusty, and so I can feel the dustiness in the air. But you've got to do what you've got to do to get your house to where you want it to be. So, yeah. It is official. I have become my grandma. I'm not even lying. This is an outfit that my grandma would wear. Like 100%. This is like this is the fashion that I grew up admiring and witnessing, and I've just reached peak my grandma, and I love this so much. She'd just wear some classic shoes like this, classic chinos, classic shirt, the queen of classic. I'm upstairs though because I've got my next samples for my hats, because we decided that we hadn't quite nailed it, and I think that that was a good shout to do. So I've got some more fabric samples to go through to see if I can match them up to my new bags. So let's have a look. Ooh, so I want one that hopefully I can wear in summer and winter, and I think that the crepe would be really nice, but that for winter, sorry, you can't see the actual colour match very well there. That for winter would be so gorgeous. Oh, wow. But that crepe I think is the one for sure. It doesn't feel too dressy, but still feels elevated. I love that. Okay, perfect. And then when we grab the belt, we can see that we've absolutely nailed it right there. That is the perfect colour. That's a little bit too red. That's a little bit too light. We've got it. Absolutely nailed it. I'm so happy. Remind you, these are for some custom hats that I'm having made by Miss B's Millinery, because I just think she's so talented, and really great price point as well. So if you're wanting colours that are slightly like more niche, but you don't have thousands to put behind it, I think when you're buying something very, very special like Jane Taylor, for example, it's a different story. But like for me, I want these to be wearable things I can wear all the time, like with beautiful coats in winter. Like when we went to the Prince's Trust Carol concert, that was such a special moment, and I just always think dressing the part is so important. So yeah, I'm going to send these over now and confirm. So it's actually the next day, and I have just got back from Pilates. I had such a killer workout today because I think from riding and from running and all of the dog walking and things like that, my hips had just seized up massively. It's really showing me how having my own like reformer bed at home would be really good, because I would be able to stretch. I mean, you can stretch out your hips anyway, but I really feel the benefits of my hips being stretched out in reformer. I think I have really tight hips. And so just being able to go and do that will be really good for me. So yeah, it was intense. And the good thing is as well, is if I get my own reformer bed, I don't know if you know, but my instructor Claire has her own like online platforms. So she's a private instructor, which is what I was looking for. I really wanted that one-to-one aspect. And I'm not really hugely into like classes, especially with reformer. With classical Pilates, I love it. But with reformer, I don't know. I just don't think I could do it as a class. And so she's amazing. She's got her own private studio, and then she has her online platform. So if you have a reformer bed yourself, you can actually go online and do her classes. But she also does classical Pilates classes as well. So even if you don't have a reformer bed, you can do them if you've got a mat and probably some weights and just your Pilates bits and pieces. I am genuinely thinking about getting a Pilates bed though for when the gym is done, just because I think I'll really see the benefit. We need to get a new bike for the gym, so we're trying to weigh up our options with what to get for that. But I do think I want to get the reformer bed as well. I just loved it. But I also wanted to show you how cute my outfit was for Pilates today. This is Aloe Yoga, this top, and I did get the matching leggings, but unfortunately they didn't have a size that fits me, and so I just kept the top. Now what I would say is this top it's a crop top. It is not a sports bra in any way. And I've actually kept the cups in because it makes me feel a little bit more supported in it. But when you're doing Pilates, because it's not like that high intensity, high impact kind of working out, it's actually, it's fine. You can kind of wear more comfortable items. Then I've got a little NP or cashmere cardigan because it makes me feel a little bit like ballet when I've got my ballet bun in and my ballet cardigan. And then these are some ivory Pilates socks that I found on Amazon, and they match beautifully. So yeah, I thought that this is a cute little set. I am also riding this evening, so I'm gonna hopefully take you with me, because I've had a sort of, you know, I was saying to you about like I needed an attitude change when it came to my hobbies. I've obviously had such an attitude change in terms of health and fitness, and so I wanted the same for like my hobbies and the stuff that I enjoy out of like that. Does that make sense? And what I realized again is like, it's that same thing that I was talking about in my previous video, where it's like, I have to be the self in the self-help, and nobody is going to do it for me. So if I want to do something, I am going to have to kick myself to do it. And I'm only going to do that if I'm mentally strong enough. And mental strength is, once you start sort of working towards mental strength, it really is such an empowering feeling, and you almost feel unstoppable. And so when I was with Claudia on Sunday, we basically set out a bit of a goal that we're working towards, whereby and so I'm going to be spending a lot more time at the stables, just getting a little bit more clued up and in the know. And so this evening I'm going to be leaving with 45 minutes to get there. It's usually a half-an-hour journey, but it's going to be rush hour. If I get there early, I'm going to get Romeo out of the field myself. Obviously, when it's not your horse, you kind of worry a little bit, and I worry. But yeah, that's basically what's set in stone. I've also had some pieces back from the tailor, because this week is a week of country pursuits, and this is a beautiful set from Purdy, because we are going to do a simulation clay shoot. Now, if you don't know, a clay shoot is where you shoot clay discs. so you're not shooting any animals. Now what we have done previously is like we've just gone clay shooting, whereas this is where you are actually out as if you are in the wild, but the clays kind of come from everywhere, and I think that you're kind of in teams and things like that. I've never done this before, so I'm really looking forward to it. We're going with Purdy to do this, and they have very kindly dressed me for the occasion. But what I've noticed about Purdy pieces is they're not made for petite girls, and so I did have to take my briefs to be taken in, and also had my, what's it called, my waistcoat taken in. So I'm going to try these on and see if they fit now. But these will be trousers that I wear a lot actually in autumn winter because they are so warm, that I'll probably end up wearing these on dog walks because they're comfortable and warm and durable. And I know that seems ridiculous, but they're literally made for like the country life. And where Ali and I walk, there's bracken, brambles, barbed wire fences, all of that stuff, and I often want to wear something that's comfortable, like jogging bottoms, but I don't like wearing jogging bottoms, so I want something that feels like that but also looks nice. So I'm going to try these on now. Now I've popped it on with the Holland Cooper, like I always call it Lord of the Manor style blouse. I just love them. I've been waiting to have this in my wardrobe for such a long time because it has these beautiful like sheer organza sleeves. And then I've not steamed it yet because I'm obviously just trying this on, and I'm really, really happy with the trousers. We left a little bit of space in them so that the belt would do the work, and also that I would have a bit of space so that, you know, for lunch and things like that. And then I've got my shooting vest, which, now I don't know if I am going to wear it with the Holland Cooper blouse. I love the idea of it, but I feel like it might be a bit much. But they have taken this in underneath the arms for me, and the reason why I've taken this to be tailored is that I will get wear out of it because Ali and I often have the opportunity to shoot on brand trips. Ali goes shooting as well. I always like the nipped in waist when it comes to the shooting vest, so it's got these buttons at the back, but I would actually wear these trousers a lot on their own with boots as well. Oh, you're not ready for my autumn winter style, that's for sure. But we're not talking about autumn winter. This is, you could obviously tie it and go for something almost like that. See what I mean? And then you'd obviously put it with boots. So yeah, really happy with how this has come out. They've done this beautifully underneath the arms, and it's got that peplum. Probably wear it with some Fairfax and Favour boots. Very nice. It is one of those very, very bizarre weather days. It is like an autumn day at the moment, and I am very much feeling it in my like energy levels at the moment. But I am kind of getting ready for my next country pursuit of the day. I am going riding this evening, as I mentioned, and I don't really like put a full face of makeup on to go riding because it's completely pointless, is what I've realised, because you put your helmet on and your helmet takes half of your makeup off. But I do make myself look a little bit more wide awake, and I have actually just thrown my old eyelash curler in the bin because I don't know if you can see, I keep getting like soreness on my eyelashes. I've changed my mascara, and it's like not my eyelashes, it is like, it's almost like it feels like a sty is coming up, but then it will just go away at like by the end of the day. It's the most bizarre thing, but it is sore when they come up. So yes, I'm changing to a new eyelash curler, and I've popped in a new pad as well to see if that helps, because if I've, oh, that is sore. If I've changed the mascara and that's not working, and I've sharpened my eyeliner, and what else could it be, really? So now I've changed my eyelash curler to see if that will do anything. But yeah, so basically what I do is I put a little bit of like gel on my eyelashes. I don't put any mascara on, just to like give myself a little bit of a wide awake look. I put a little bit of the Beauty Pie under eye concealer brightener edgy thing, and I put a little bit of this on anywhere that I want concealing, basically. I try not to put anything on my lips as well. I just take any of the concealer that gets onto the lips, just so that the lips look like natural. And then I take a trusty lip balm. This is Carmex, little Carmex lip balm there. And that is it. Because, especially when it's raining, I am not wasting my energy doing my makeup. I'm just not. So, that is the vibe. I need to wash my hair. It is actually so bad. I've got into such a bad habit of not washing my hair, and I desperately need to do it, and I have to do it tonight because I am up early tomorrow to head to London. So I'm gonna have to wash my hair tonight, ready to sort of style tomorrow, because it is gross, like gross. So I need to put it in a low bun that will fit my helmet on, and that will fit my riding hat on, but this is too high. It's definitely too high, I can tell you that one. And this is the finished look. I'm ready to go, but not in my outfit. I need to change and put on some riding clothes. Seeing as it is a wet and cold day, I thought this was the perfect opportunity to come down and give you an update on what has been happening downstairs. It is very slow, but we want things done well, and we want things done right, and we don't want to rush things. I've not even found what sofa that we want yet. I haven't found what colour we're painting the walls in here yet. So yes, there's still so much to choose, but I thought I'd give you an update anyway. We have a cleaned, sealed and grouted hallway, which is pretty much ready. I mean, we could essentially now paint out here. It's only going to be painted in the same colour that is the hallway upstairs, so it's going to be Drop Cloth by Farrow & Ball. You'll notice we've also made a bit of an adjustment to this wall. We have removed the panels on this wall. Don't worry, we've donated them. They are going to someone else's house, which has been a really great use of these products. And we have continued the dado on here. This dado was actually reclaimed from the gym. And the gym is at this point. At the moment, we are without grout. The grout is out of stock, but we are expecting a delivery to finish in here. And when this is finished, I was going to show you what we were doing on the walls, but I don't think we have it down here anymore. Have they put it in here? No. Well, anyway, I was going to show you what is going on the ceiling and the walls in here, because as you can see, we have removed the paneling. It was a bit of a last minute impulse that we've done. Again, they have been donated to another house, so they are being utilised. But we are going to be, just like we're doing in the bathroom, very Soho Farmhouse-esque, grain boarding in here from Burgess Reclamation Yard. And so even though it looks like all of the mouldings are still on the walls, they are not. That is the colour that it was painted in here when we moved in, and then it went white. And now it is going to be grain board, which is what we had intended to do in the bathroom. The bathroom is through here. So this is all going to be grain boarded, ceiling and walls. We're expecting to probably go for some kind of like zinc or like galvanized steel tub, probably like a trough sink or something like that, and potentially even a high cistern toilet. What we want to do is add another bath into the house, and this is the only other bathroom really that is a full bathroom that could take a tub. So we think it will be really valuable for the house to have another tub. So that is what is going to be going on in here. Obviously it is not grouted in here either, because we've run out of grout. We've also got ready to do the floor under here into our little wine cellar area that we've used, and this is all going to continue on through there as well. The main event of what has been happening though is in my office. As you can see, my office floor has come up and they have started the process of removing these bookcases. Now, what we have noticed and realised is it was still wet under this floor as well. We kind of expected that because obviously all of the floors down here were wet. Now it will have sat in here a lot longer, so we do have the dehumidifiers in here continuing on and just getting the last of the water, the last of the dampness out. So it is going to take a little bit longer to get this room done, but they have started the removal of my bookcases. I was very early on in the fit of my home with these bookcases, and I made a big mistake with them, in all honesty. I hadn't done enough research. I didn't know what made a good bookcase, and so we are going to be working towards bringing something different into here. I think it will be really lovely once it's finished, and you'll understand when it's finished. It does also mean that we are able to fully tile the floor, so that if anyone else comes and lives here one day, they don't have to keep bookcases if they don't want them. But yes, it's very empty and echoey in here, and it feels really strange, I'm not going to lie. I remember sort of this being one of the rooms that I wanted to get finished like as quickly as possible. And you really do learn with interiors that you've got to take your time, and I was so eager to create the home that I always dreamed of, that I didn't take my time. And it's definitely a price that I've paid, but I always say that Ali and I stayed in our old house longer than we planned on so that we could skip a home. So hopefully, I've not done too much, but we want to make this space down here a lot cozier, a lot more comfortable, and we now have a really good concept of like the colour palettes that work and things like that, and the colours that feel really lovely. And so yes, this is going to be probably the last room that's finished down here, but it feels cathartic to be at this point, because when this floor is finished, the only thing we have left is one bathroom, and that would be a walk in the park after this. Honestly, it has been such a journey, but such an enjoyable one, and I have enjoyed learning so much, and just learning what colours I enjoy, the feel of a room, and how, you know, scale is so important, and having, you know, walls to fill and textures. One of the things that I keep talking about down in this particular area of the house is this office was battered. When I tell you that the rugs have all had to go in the bin, they were gross because we had so much footfall, so much work going on down here in terms of my business. You know, I've had so many girls working here for such a long time, and when we moved in, we really didn't understand the concept of like shiny things really are a nightmare in a home, and creating a home that is perfect and beautiful and shiny and polished is almost like setting yourself up. And obviously people have different styles, don't get me wrong, and if you like that and if you're clean and tidy and what have you, but we are very much like lived in loveliness of a home. And so a lot of the finishes that we're using down here, especially in the bar, we're wanting them to be, you know, a bit battered, so that if something is knocked or, you know, broken or smashed or whatever, it doesn't matter. What matters is the memories that we're making in them, and the home that we're building, and the good times that we're having. And so that's really the focus. So again, down here, we're not going to be going for overly expensive bookcases. They are like a sort of almost like a flat pack. I don't think it's flat pack, but they come and you install them, and our carpenter is going to get them installed in here. But just something a bit more weathered, also a bit more durable, because these were not durable. All of the doors have fallen off of them, and just not a great use of space as well. The cupboards have no shelves in them. We really want to get some filing systems and things like that. So yes, it feels strange, but also, you know, there's the opportunity here that once the floor is in and once I've chosen what's going to be on the walls, maybe reconfiguring, because I feel like having the sofas and things like that down this end almost felt a bit strange. I don't know, like really maybe the office should be down there, like just configuring this space so that it's a really lovely space, because even though it's below ground, it does have these wonderful doors that open up and you can see all of the wildflower out there. I've always said I want to create a bit more of a space out there so that you can go and sit and that kind of thing. And yeah, so I need to look at the configuration of this room and how it works as an office. It's going to be fun, I think, seeing this space come to life, because it is a big old room. When I stand at the end, it is like, it's a big space, and I really, really want it to be as lovely as possible with my big possum head in the way. But yeah, if you have any ideas, let me know, because at the moment I'm all kinds of confused with what to do, but it is drying out, the floor is up. Right, next outfit is for riding. I am wearing some breeches from Holland Cooper. These are the sort of beige ones. My black ones are obviously in the wash. I've got my boots, and this is a Holland Cooper top as well. Like I said, my hair really, really needs a wash. But we're just gonna have to go with it. That is the outfit for riding this evening, and I'm so looking forward to it. The weather is not it, so I've had to pack jumpers and jackets just in case. But yeah, that is the look. I forgot to tell you as well, I got a replacement for my favourite earrings, the ones that I wore literally day in, day out from Gingerbury, my double pearls, because I'd worn them so much that they broke. And I found them so comfortable. It was really nice to always have a pair of earrings in your ears as well. It's like sort of like a fail-safe option. And I thought they just sort of looked good with everything, and they're really secure, really comfortable. So I've got a new pair, which I thought is probably good for me to put them in, because they are my everyday. So bear with, but you might see a lot more of these again, because I loved them very much. There we go. Now, I was going to have dinner before I go, but I've had an energy ball instead. I might be ravenous by the time I get home, but we shall find out. It's all a learning curve, isn't it? Et voila. So they're kind of like the Dior tribal earrings, but more compact, more elegant, more small, less big. Like the Dior ones are massive. I just like that there's a little peak of the pearl behind there. They're so comfortable. Oh.
Just relax your back.
Oh, that means go. Yeah, literally. Yes. Well, at least I know that now gets you going. Oh dear. I'm in front for once. Oh, we got the sun.
Oh yay!
Oh my gosh. We've literally been hacking
Today.
in like summer rain. Makes me... That's not the song. This is just a horse riding vlog at the moment.
We're all here for it.
Yeah.
That's it, lovely. Nice and straight. It's back a little bit more. That's it, perfect. Kick again.
Okay. Come on. Walk on. You are a little plodder.
Sorry. You know how fussy I am.
No, I know.
Come on. Got it? Ryder.
Your wiglet won't be as quiet as that.
You ready? There we go. Good boy. It is 9:10 and I am just on my way home from the stables. That was a glorious, glorious evening, and I am now being treated to a little moment of joy. The sun is setting and the clouds are so dramatic, it is unbelievable. That, like, I've figured it out now. I have to be riding way more regularly than I was. Just the fact that I came Sunday and then I've come today, which is Tuesday, made such a difference to my confidence. We basically trotted the entire hack, which I have never done, and then we did some more work in the school where I rode without stirrups, which was definitely an experience. I don't think I'm going to be able to sit down for a week. But I like that the girls didn't warn me of that, but it was really lovely because it was me, Sarah and Claudia, so it was like a little group of us enjoying riding around the school, and it was just lovely. And then I got a little bit of a whip around on Piglet, and we put Piglet to bed and we gave him his food, and I had some polos for them, and it was just lovely. But the girls are so good as well, they're so encouraging, and even they were saying that, like, you're riding so much better than Sunday, like, even so, almost like so much more confident. And I'm also a lot more confident instructing and keeping Romeo on track, because he often tries to like steer to go home, and I would just usually let him, but now I'm like, no. So yeah, it was a very, very good ride. I'm very happy.